Welcome back to No Ordinary Path. I'm Kristen, this is John. It's loud here. We're in downtown Anchorage today at the Anchorage Museum. And today on Real Talk Tuesday, we're going to talk about what we do for science and history, because some of you guys think we just tossed it out the window.
We just don't even talk about
it.
And
we didn't. For the first year or so of traveling museums, we didn't really go to museums. They were too expensive, out of the budget, but now they're an integral part of our education for our kids.
So we decided to come to the car so you guys could actually hear us a little bit better.
Right. Well, we just finished up in the Anchorage Museum, and it was a really good time. We didn't have quite enough time to look around, so we will be back. One of the best ways to save money and go see all kinds of museums across the United States is to get a museum pass, and specifically this one is the Boonshoft Museum, which is funny. It's based out of Dayton, Ohio, and have we ever visited Dayton, Ohio? No. It is for a specific museum, but we did not buy it for that museum. We bought it for all of these little things across the bottom. They are different associations that have reciprocity rights. And several months ago, I actually did a video with Natasha Stevens of Nursing Our Travel Bug, and we talked about the museum reciprocity, and it never got aired.
All the museums and everything just closed.
Yeah.
We haven't, I mean, this is, I think, maybe the first time we've gotten to use it since the whole COVID pandemic stuff started.
This is my friend Natasha Stevens from Nursing Our Travel Bug.
Hello.
And today we are going to talk about the Boonshoft Museum Pass, or AKA reciprocity for all the museums around the country.
So really, this is where your savings comes into play. Not only do you have the membership to this particular museum, but because you have something called a reciprocity, it means that they have partnered with other museums and aquariums and science centers all across the nation so that you get discounts or even free admission into these various parks all over the country.
It's really awesome, and this is not a sales pitch. We don't get anything for sharing this information with you. It's just that it has saved us a ton of money, and it's really great for homeschooling. With this, we can get into science museums, zoos and aquariums, and children's museums. You guys have had it for how long?
Basically since we went full-time in 2017.
Yeah, and so have you used this at a lot of museums?
Oh my gosh, we have used it at too many places to count, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, that's one of the things that we do when we scope out a new area, because we're all about pinching those pennies, you know, saving money, because the travel lifestyle can get expensive if you travel like you're on vacation. So one of the things we do is we actually look up the different reciprocities that are in that area or within driving distance and make it a date.
And we purchased this online and had it mailed to us. Have you guys been to the Boonshoft Museum?
That is a no. We did it the exact same way.
Yeah.
And I think, so there's many reciprocities out there, but I know Bill did a lot of research when we were looking up the reciprocities, and I think this was the cheapest one nationwide. I want to say we paid like $125 for the whole year.
That's what I was going to say. We paid, I think it was $135. I don't know what it is. We're going to put a link in the description below. But yeah, the reason why we chose it is because it has all three of the reciprocities, whereas some of them that you might pick up will only have the zoos and aquariums, or might just have the science, but this has all three. Thank you, Natasha, for being with me today. This has been so fun. We are here at the Arizona Science Center in downtown Phoenix. Idea Museum in Mesa was really fun. So So today we went to the Western North Carolina Nature Center.
The Boonshoft Museum Pass can be found at boonshoftmuseum.org. You can find the link below in our description. You'll also find links for all 3 of the reciprocal museum programs so that you can check them out for yourselves.
Well, we just finished up another Junior Ranger badge. This is another way that we like to educate our kids in the areas of science and history. We love it because they always learn so much, and especially places like this where the Rangers have a little bit more time where they can talk with our kids and they quiz them about things they're learning here in Alaska. When I was in history, like in 7th grade, my history teacher told me that if you throw a piece of mud at a brick wall, like a little bit sticks. But then if you throw it again, a little bit more sticks, and you can throw it again and again, more and more sticks. And so the more national parks that we go to, the more Junior Ranger programs that they do, the more they're learning about the world around us, the natural world around us, history and science of all kinds. It's a really great program. For science, there are different programs aside from just the national park, which are really cool, that have been a really great introduction to our kids. And then if you find that they really enjoy a certain subject, then you can go and build on that and learn more and visit museums about that, or go to the library, check out books about it.
We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, and they are endowed by their Creator and certain alienable rights.
That among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Our kiddos have earned nearly 50 Junior Ranger badges each from various national historic sites, parks, and monuments from all over the country, including the extra badges that we talked about. Of course, there are even more opportunities than just museums or Junior Ranger programs. Everything we visit can be turned into a learning opportunity. That's the beauty of ROADSCHOOL. So I want to encourage you, if you're on the fence and you're thinking about getting on the road with your kids, but you're nervous about giving up a curriculum for science or history, don't be. I promise they're going to learn whether you have a curriculum or not. We choose to follow a curriculum for math and for language arts, but all the rest, we've left it to unschooling. I've searched high and low for a complete list of what grade school students should be learning in history and science, but it was kind of difficult to find a complete list since curriculums vary. This is a list of what's generally taught in public schools for science and social studies. I'm pretty confident we've hit each bullet point just in our travels over the last 3 years. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. If you enjoyed our content, please let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Join us next week as we take you to Mat-Su Valley, where we'll visit Palmer and Wasilla, Alaska. We'll be taking a dog sled ride, visiting a reindeer ranch, and hiking to waterfalls.